I know that I've done this in the past, but I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about why I got started and how it's changed me. Gonna try to keep this under 3.5 minutes, so bear with me. Um, at the time of getting started, I was 25 years old, depressed, sleeping on the couch, laying on the couch all day long in my pajamas, didn't want to get up. I had two small children under the age of 3. My youngest is asleep. She is 3 years old now, and I've been doing this for 2 years. Um, so I have changed a lot in the 2 years that I've been doing this. Um, at the time, we were living in a house that was falling apart, living off of welfare, living off of our church community to help us in any way that they could, um, just by, helping us get by. We lived paycheck to paycheck. Um, so I was severely depressed. We had also, 2 years prior, just barely moved to the Virginia area. I am a Wyoming girl, so 2,000 miles away from everything that I had ever known. Um, so you can tell why I was depressed. I had nobody, didn't know anyone, never got out of the house. My husband and I never went on dates. Um, so it was hard. Just thinking about it makes me a little sad, but just bear with me. I was 25 years old and I needed a change. I was watching my children enjoy life or be miserable, depending on the day and how mommy was feeling. I was severely depressed. Like, when I say severely depressed, I'm thinking suicidal. I am wanting to go on the pills, anything that was going to help me. I grew up with a sister who was always on medication. So I was afraid to be on medication. I didn't want to turn out like her. And I didn't want people to look at me differently either. So I did everything that I could to deny the fact that I needed help. And then I saw a friend start posting stuff, and I knew I needed to do something. If I wasn't going to go the medication route, I needed to try one more thing. I gave myself one more chance. And if that wasn't going to work, then I had to go to a doctor and talk to them about antidepressants and finding out what's going to help balance me out. So I gave myself one more thing, a deadline kind of a thing, of what I needed to do. After 30 days, I was a happier mom. My husband was happier to see me. Um, my kids enjoyed mommy time. I got to spend time with my kids. I was a stay-at-home mom, so what was keeping me from spending time with my kids before? I was depressed, and I wanted nothing. I wanted nobody. I wanted to sit on the couch and mope and watch TV, and I didn't care. I've been doing this for 2 years, and we are no longer on welfare. Um, I now have a business of my own. I have two beautiful girls that I actually enjoy spending time with. Um, and I've actually been enjoying them for a little over 2 years, because I've been doing this for a little over 2 years. So shortly after I got started, I actually started enjoying my kids again. I now get to be a mom and a person. And on top of it, I'm not just a mom, a wife, and a person. My husband, shortly after I started my business, he started his own business of a hobby farm. So we raise goats, and I'm always on the go, and my husband always has these honey-do lists that I do. I'm always doing something, so I'm super busy. But I got started in this, and I wanted to tell you that don't give up. Don't lose faith. There were times that I just wanted to quit. I cried to my husband, babe, I'm going to quit. I can't keep doing this. This is, I'm failing. I'm not seeing any results in anything that I'm doing. I just feel like I'm going downhill. and I would just pray to God. And because of this, I have actually grown closer to God. I now feel it on my heart that it's time for me to start looking towards growing that faith in God and taking that step and getting baptized for the first time ever in my life and enjoying my family. Like I said, we are no longer on food stamps or government assistance. We no longer beg each other to talk to the church about help. We no longer, we still try to ask for help, but we're now in a position where we get to a point where, okay, we need help. No, we don't. We got this. God's going to provide for us. And in the past, it was God is asking us to ask for help. And now it's, no, we can, we get paid. We're good. I know that life is hard. And I know that life can suck sometimes. 4 years ago, my family and I were homeless. We had a 8-month-old baby girl. My husband and I and our child just moved here, and we were homeless. Now, 4 years later, we are buying our first home. We're getting ready to remodel the kitchen, putting up a fence for our animals and our kids. And I'm the happiest that I've ever been because I took that one step for me. Not for my family, not for my kids. I took it for me. I needed something. I have, in my entire life, put everybody ahead of me. And for once in my life, I did something for me. And it has impacted my family in numerous ways. Not just the payments, not just the nutrition that I do now. I cannot just pinpoint one thing that my one decision changed. Because my one decision changed our entire lives. A happy mom makes a happy family. A happy wife is a happy life, as they say. So if you are feeling depressed and you're like me, who has either been on medication and hated the outcome, or you were like me and watched people grow up around you on medication and you were afraid that was going to happen, and you want that to be the ultimate last step for you, don't wait. Don't give up. Don't lose hope, and keep the faith. Reach out to somebody. If you see somebody doing something that you want to do, maybe it's lose weight. Maybe it's buy a home of your own. Maybe it's just to get out of where you're at. Maybe it's to get off of welfare. That was the happiest day of my life when I could say, we don't need welfare. That was it. I didn't need it. I can now say that we provide for our family. My husband and I provide for our kids. Do you know how amazing that feeling is? If you've gone through it and you've been on welfare and you're off, you know what it feels like. So, I'm a mom. I'm a wife, a business owner, and I'm not depressed. I don't know what else to say. If you need help, please ask somebody. Don't lose the faith. Keep pushing through and don't quit. Sometimes you have to put you ahead of everybody else, and that's okay. Don't worry about it, because that one time you put yourself ahead of everybody else could be the one thing that your family needs to get out of the slump that they're in, or to be happier, or to do the things that you've always wanted to do with your family. The options are limitless in a life of happiness. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching, and I know I didn't keep it under 3 minutes. Please forgive me. I'll talk to you soon, and I'll be praying for you. Happiness. Bye.